basketball ended up becoming like a philanthropic space for me because of all the people I got connected with, all the young ladies who I had to mentor. And I started seeing my purpose with life thanks to basketball. I fell in love with the game again, not just because I got to reconnect with what it does for me physically and even mentally and emotionally, but because what it did in the lives of those connected to me and who it connected me to and the purpose that it gave me. The purpose, the impact that it gave me, the doors that it opened up for me in order to make the impact that I needed to make. Even right here, right now, this game has connected us right here, right now to do this kind of work that I feel like I just always kind of do. It's become a part of my personality. I don't even know if I fully consider it like activism anymore. Although when it comes to the really powerful, really serious social causes and injustices, I'm definitely right there in the mix trying to figure out where do I stand if we have to draw a line in the sand. And I'm always going to stand, uh, I'm always going to stand 2 feet in with whatever side it is that I ultimately jump on, because that's just how it goes. And sometimes, yeah, there are multiple spaces and communities that I support and that I stand behind, and it's hard for other people to wrap their head around, well, how can you support this community if you also support this community? But really, when you understand who I am as a person, you know that I'm ultimately about peace, and I'm ultimately about the overall wellness of humankind and everybody getting to live in that privilege, everybody getting to experience that at some point in their life, and fairness and equality. And what does that look like? And the only way that we can figure out what that looks like is when we sit back and we see where the deficits are. And when we see where things are wrong, where we see there's underrepresentation, where we see there's underdevelopment. And that is a part of the cause of the underrepresentation, because certain people, they don't have the economics, they don't have the opportunities. So they're not going to be able to compete at these next levels with the people who are invested in from that space of privilege on every level. And for me, I'm just like, I'm sick of that shit. I'm ready for a difference to truly be made. People think that, again, because social media and that whole world hypes up that there's been so much more social movement and infrastructural change than there really has been. And there hasn't been quite as much movement as I think that we want to believe there has been, although there has been movement and there has been strides. But I personally think that we still have quite a long way to go before we start seeing what I would consider equality and justice for all.
Hey, you ain't just said nothing but a word.
It's church.
It is so church.